All right, the one that everybody wants to know about, everyone's talking about. Could the Detroit Lions trade for Myles Garrett, and what would that trade look like? Let's talk about it. Hi, Mike Payton from A to Z Sports Detroit, and I'm here to tell you about the thing that I know everyone's thinking about right now. Could the Lions be one of the teams that trade for Myles Garrett? Let me first off say absolutely. The Lions have the cap space. It would sort of make things harder to keep some players in the future, but this is a guy that could potentially come in and help you win, the next two Super Bowls. This is a huge move. This is a game changer, win now type situation. And I think the Lions are a team that want to win right now. Based off what they've done this season and what they've talked about and all the things that they said and the players that they've looked at and the players that they've made phone calls on, I think that this is a team that is ready to make that big swing and could make that big move. Example being, hey, the Lions called on Max Crosby during the trade deadline. They were interested in making that trade. And at the Combine, Brad Holmes told me that the Lions were pretty close to being a team that was going to be really selective and be a lot like the Rams were during the F them picks days when they were just kind of trading picks away and getting superstar players and doing all the things that they wanted to do to win a Super Bowl, and eventually they did. And I think the Lions could be on that path, and if they were going to trade for Myles Garrett, here's what I think that they could offer. And again, this is not going to be cheap. My proposal to the Browns would be 2 first-round draft picks. That's 2025 and 2026 first-round draft picks. Your third-round pick from this year, the one that you just got from losing Aaron Glenn, your compensatory third-round pick, Hendon Hooker, and send him over to Detroit, or send him over to Cleveland for Myles Garrett and quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Now, what the Lions get out of that is obviously they get Garrett. They get one of the best edge rushers of all time, probably. A future Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. Pair him up with Aiden Hutchinson. That is a scary duo with DJ Reader and Aleem McNeil in the middle. That's the best defensive line in NFL day one. No doubt about it. No one's going to be better than that. They also get Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who is a younger quarterback who they can kind of build up over the time. I know Hendon Hooker is somebody that Lions fans like, but at 27 years old, he's not the future of this team. It's just not going to happen. Dorian Thompson-Robinson could be a solid backup, somebody that you could develop over time. Maybe could become a starter someday. As for Hooker in Cleveland, he could probably play there with Deshaun Watson being injured again, and who knows, they might cut Watson at some point this year, and they have no answer at quarterback. Jameis Winston's a free agent. Hooker could play there immediately, and you give him a couple of picks to put around him, and who knows what could happen there. But this seems like a really rebuilding year for the Browns, and this is probably the best chance that Hooker would ever have to start for an NFL team all year long. So that is my offer to the Browns. I think it's a really fair offer. I think it's very similar to what the Bears offered to Khalil Mack, or offered to the Raiders for Khalil Mack all those years ago. It's going to be a costly thing to do. But again, you win now, and you legitimately win right now. This is a guy that is going to help you win a Super Bowl right now. And again, probably help you repeat and maybe even do the three-peat that the Chiefs are working on this year. So do you want to win now or do you want to win later? I think the Lions are in a position to where they draft incredibly well. They could probably make this trade, win now, take a little dip, and then, draft them way back up and draft and retain. And that's something that the Lions have been good at. And I think this is a move that they should make, and we'll see if they actually do. Until then, we'll talk to you next time.